I stepped off the bus with my duffel on one shoulder and a small velvet box in my pocket. For years of duty ended on a quiet street that should have felt like home. Ethan. Mrs. Parker froze on her porch. You're back already? I just got in, I said. Is Lily home? Her eyes dropped first. Oh, you didn't hear. Hear what? She swallowed. You should talk to her mother. My stomach tightened. Is Lily okay? Mrs. Parker hesitated. Physically? Yes. That answer felt wrong. I walked faster, boots heavy on familiar pavement. Lily's house looked the same, but something in the air felt closed. Her mother opened the door before I knocked. She stared at me like she'd seen a ghost. Mrs. Carter, I said. I came to surprise Lily. Her lips trembled. Ethan, you should sit. I don't need to sit, I said. Where is she? She stepped aside. The living room smelled like old coffee and regret. She's not here, her mother said quietly. When will she be back? She won't. I laughed once. She always comes back. Her mother shook her head. She moved out. When? 6 weeks ago. My chest tightened. Moved where? Her mother pressed her hands together. She got married. The room spun. Married. She eloped, she whispered. I begged her to wait. She wouldn't listen. I stared at the wall. Who? Ryan Cole. The name hit harder than any explosion. My friend. Her mother nodded. I'm so sorry. I backed away. No. You're mistaken. She left a note, she said. She said you were gone too long. I laughed again, sharper this time. For years isn't forever. She said she felt alone. So did I said. Her mother reached for me. I stepped back. I need air, I said. Outside, the street felt too quiet. I sat on the curb and pulled out my phone. No messages. No missed calls. I dialed Lily. Straight to voicemail. Lily, I said. I'm home. Call me. I ended the call and stared at the ring box. I'd carried it through deserts and storms. I opened it with shaking fingers. Behind me, someone cleared their throat. Ethan. I turned. Mr. Harris. He nodded. You didn't know? No. He sighed. She moved fast. Did she look happy? He hesitated. She looked relieved. That word burned. Thanks. I walked away before he could say more. My childhood home stood quiet, lights off. Inside, everything felt frozen. I dropped my bag and sat on my bed. My phone buzzed. Ethan, Marcus Hale said. You're back. I'm home, I said. She's gone. Silence filled the line. I was afraid of that. She married someone else. Marcus exhaled. I warned her not to wait for comfort. I clenched my jaw. What do I do? Nothing reckless, he said. You don't react today. She betrayed me. She chose herself, Marcus said. That hurts more. I stared at the ring. I trusted her. I know, he said. But trust isn't weakness. It's proof you were real. I laughed bitterly. Real doesn't mean valued. Not by the wrong person, he said. Breathe. Sleep. Tomorrow, you decide who you are now. The call ended. I sat in the dark, memories crowding in. Letters she promised to send. Promises I believed. I stood and walked to the mirror. The man staring back looked older, harder. I came back for you, I whispered. The room didn't answer. I closed my hand around the ring and felt the truth settle in my chest. The man who left was loyal. The man who returned was alone. And the pain had only just begun. I called Lily after midnight, staring at my phone like it owed me answers. Ethan, she said, breath unsteady. Did you marry him? I asked. Silence stretched. Answer me. Yes, she whispered. I closed my eyes. When? 2 months ago. While I was still deployed. Yes. I waited. Say his name. She hesitated. Ryan. My grip tightened. My friend Ryan? He understood me, she said quickly. He was here. I was alive, I said. I wrote every week. I was lonely, she replied. 4 years is a long time. Not long enough to erase me. She sniffed. You changed. So did you. I needed security, she said. I needed someone present. You needed comfort, I said. Not love. That's not fair. I slept on sand, I said. I bled for the future you promised. She cried softly. You're making me feel guilty. You should, I said calmly. Her breath hitched. I didn't mean to hurt you. You planned a wedding, I said. You meant something. He asked me not to wait, she said. He said you might not come back. I came back, I said. She didn't respond. I heard the truth anyway. Do you love him? I asked. Yes, she said after a pause. The lie was gentle. That hurt more. I won't fight you, I said. That scares me, she admitted. I won't beg. Ethan, please don't disappear. You erased me first. The call ended. I stared at the screen until it went dark, then placed the phone face down like it could still wound me. The box of letters sat under my bed. I pulled it out slowly. I kept every one, I said to the empty room. Paper trembled in my hands as I opened the first envelope. Come home safe, I read. I'll be waiting. I lit a match. The flame caught fast. Each letter curled and blackened, words turning to ash before I could finish them. Memories burned quietly. Promises followed. When the last page collapsed, I felt lighter and emptier at the same time. My phone rang again. Marcus, I said. Did you talk to her? Yes. Did you scream? No. Good, he said. Anger is loud. Silence lasts longer. She chose comfort, I said. And you chose truth, he replied. I feel stupid. You were loyal, Marcus said. That's not stupidity. I don't know who I am now. You're someone in transition, he said. That space hurts. I don't want revenge. Then don't take it, Marcus said. Let time work. I stared at the ashes on the floor. I can't stay here. Leaving isn't running, he said. It's survival. After the call, I packed one bag. Clothes. Documents. The uniform I hadn't folded yet. I paused at the mirror. You waited, I told myself. You did your part. The man looking back didn't argue. I walked through the house slowly, touching walls that knew my childhood. The door closed behind me with a quiet final sound. Staying would mean reopening wounds every day. Leaving meant bleeding once. I chose to bleed now, and I didn't look back. I sat across from Claire Bennett, watching her pen move faster than my thoughts. You're discharged clean, she said. No complications. No delays. That's good, I replied. I just want paperwork done. She looked up. You don't sound like someone who just came home. I didn't come back to much. She studied me. That's obvious. I shifted. So what's next? She closed the folder. That depends on whether you're open to a proposal. I frowned. From who? My client. I didn't hire you for that. I know, she said calmly. But she asked me to meet you first. Why me? You're disciplined, Claire said. Quiet. Untangled legally. Say it clearly. You're unmarried, she said. And invisible to tabloids. I leaned back. This sounds expensive. It is, she said. And strange. I laughed once. Not interested. Don't answer yet, she said. Listen. I'm listening. She wants a contract marriage, Claire said. Public on paper. Private in life. I shook my head. I just lost one woman. She knows, Claire said. That's worse. It's honest, she replied. Who is she? Victoria Ashford. I paused. The Ashford Group? Yes. The billionaire widow? Yes. I stood. This is insane. She's waiting, Claire said. The door opened before I could reply. Victoria Ashford walked in without hesitation. No makeup excess. No fake smile. Ethan Walker, she said. Thank you for hearing me out. I nodded slowly. You know my name. I read your file, she said. And your service record. That's not marriage material. It's character, she replied. I crossed my arms. Why? She met my eyes. Because I don't want pity. Or romance. I want stability. And I'm stable? You're honest, she said. And broken people are careful. That's not a compliment. It's the truth. Claire stayed silent. This is temporary, Victoria said. 2 years. Clear terms. What do you get? I asked. Silence, she said. Control. And I get freedom, she replied. And compensation. Money doesn't fix betrayal. I know, she said softly. I stared at her. She didn't flinch. You're not looking at me like a rescue, I said. I'm not rescuing you, she said. I'm offering partnership. I laughed quietly. You don't even know me. I know you didn't beg your fiancé, she said. That matters. My chest tightened. You had that checked. Yes. And if I say no? I'll respect it, she said. I don't need desperation. Silence filled the room. I need time, I said. Of course, Victoria replied. That night, I didn't sleep. I replayed Lily's voice. The empty house. The burned letters. This isn't running, I told myself. It's choosing something new. By morning, my answer felt clear. I returned to Claire's office. You're back, she said. I want the terms. Victoria joined again, composed as before. No emotional obligation, she said. No children during the contract. Public appearances? Required, she said. But respectful. Exit clause. Mutual, she replied. I nodded. No lies. She met my gaze. Only clarity. The pen felt heavier than a weapon. I signed. Victoria signed after me. When she extended her hand, I took it. Welcome, she said. I exhaled slowly. The life Lily abandoned ended quietly. Another one had just begun. Living in Victoria's house felt like sharing space with quiet thunder. We'll keep things clear, she said the first morning. No confusion. I prefer that, I replied. Breakfast at 7, she added. Unless you sleep in. I don't. She nodded. Good. We sat across from each other, the table wide enough to feel safe. You don't ask questions, she said. I answer when asked. That's rare, she replied. I shrugged. War teaches silence. She looked at me carefully. Does it also teach loss? Yes. She didn't push. That surprised me. Later that evening, she poured coffee and spoke again. Why did you really agree? I didn't hesitate. Because you didn't look at me like a mistake. She smiled faintly. I know that look. I thought rich people avoided pain, I said. We just hide it better, she replied. The house was quiet at night, but not lonely. We talked in pieces. I don't need saving, she said once. I don't save people, I answered. I stand beside them. That's enough, she said. Days passed smoothly. No rules broken. No lines crossed. One night she asked, Do you miss her? I thought before answering. I miss who I thought she was. Victoria nodded. Illusions hurt longer. You were married, I said. Was he unfaithful? No, she replied. He was absent. That sounds familiar. We were surrounded by money, she said. But alone. I slept among soldiers, I said. Still felt alone. She met my eyes. Different worlds. Same silence. Marcus called later that week. You sound lighter, he said. I stopped checking my past, I replied. Good timing, he said. Lily's life is loud right now. I stayed quiet. Ryan quit his job, Marcus continued. He's burning money fast. That's their business, I said. She asked about you, he added. I exhaled slowly. I'm married. Marcus laughed softly. I know. She chose chaos, he said. You chose control. After the call, Victoria noticed my mood. Bad news, she asked. Old noise, I said. She studied me. You're learning distance. I'm learning peace. That night, we shared dinner again. You don't talk during meals, she said. I listen. To what? My thoughts, I replied. They're finally quiet. She smiled. That's power. I watched her carefully. You don't flaunt yours. Real power doesn't need noise, she said. One morning, she handed me a folder. What's this? I asked. A foundation, she said. I want you involved. Why me? You lead without ego, she replied. And you understand restraint. I'm not polished. I don't need polish, she said. I need truth. I nodded. Then I'm in. She looked relieved. Thank you. Later, alone in the guest room, I opened my phone. I stopped myself before searching Lily's name. I set the phone down. That chapter is closed, I said aloud. Victoria passed by the door. What did you say? Nothing important. She smiled. Those are usually the most important words. That evening, she stood beside me on the balcony. You don't flinch around wealth, she said. I flinch around lies, I replied. She laughed softly. Good answer. We stood in silence, comfortable. For the first time in years, I wasn't waiting for someone to leave. I was learning how to stay. And without noticing, the power had already shifted. My phone rang late, a number I hadn't saved but knew by heart. Ethan, Lily said, her voice cracked. Please don't hang up. I won't, I said. Say what you need. He cheated, she whispered. I stayed quiet. With 2 women, she added. And he emptied our account. That sounds like Ryan, I said calmly. She sobbed. I have nothing left. You chose him, I replied. I know, she said quickly. I was wrong. You were certain then, I said. That matters. I was scared, she cried. I thought you'd never come back. I did come back. Too late, she said. No, I corrected. I came back on time. You left early. She inhaled sharply. Can we meet? Please. Just once. No, I said. Ethan, I need to see you. You need closure, I said. I don't. She whispered my name again. I'm married, I said. The silence hurt her more than shouting would have. I didn't know, she said. You didn't ask, I replied. The call ended with her crying and me staring at the wall. An hour later, the doorbell rang. Victoria looked at me. Are you expecting someone? No, I said. I'll handle it, she replied. I followed anyway. Lily stood outside, thinner, eyes red, hands shaking. She froze when she saw Victoria. This is her? Lily asked. Victoria stepped beside me. I'm his wife. Lily's knees buckled slightly. I didn't think. You didn't think before, I said. Why start now? She looked at me. You look different. I am. She turned to Victoria. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Victoria's voice stayed calm. You don't owe me anything. Lily laughed weakly. You're beautiful. Victoria nodded. Thank you. Lily looked back at me. I made a mistake. I know, I said. I thought I wanted freedom, she said. I wanted comfort. And you got chaos, I replied. She reached for my arm. I stepped back. I'm not angry, I said. I'm finished. She broke down fully then, tears soaking her sleeves. I loved you, she cried. You loved how I made you feel safe, I said. That's not the same. I waited as long as I could, she said. I waited without limits, I replied. Victoria watched quietly, eyes steady, understanding everything without words. I'll leave, Lily said finally. I just needed to see you. She looked at Victoria again. Take care of him. Victoria answered softly. He takes care of himself now. Lily nodded, broken, and walked away. The door closed gently. Victoria exhaled. Are you okay? Yes, I said honestly. You didn't defend yourself, she said. There was nothing to defend. She studied me. I married you to heal. I figured, I said. But I didn't expect to feel safe, she continued. That word settled deep. You listen, she said. You don't try to own. I know what it's like to be replaced, I said. I won't do that. She looked at me differently then. I don't regret this, she said. Neither do I. That night, we sat closer than usual. No contract. No distance. Just quiet breaths and shared space. For the first time, regret knocked. And I didn't answer. I signed the final document and slid it back to Victoria. You're officially part of the foundation now, she said. I don't need a title, I replied. You already earned respect, she said. This just makes it public. I nodded. I want my work to mean something. It will, she said. You lead quietly. People follow that. Rumors started the same week. They're saying we planned this, I told her. Victoria smiled faintly. They always say that. Does it bother you? No, she replied. Truth doesn't need defense. At events, cameras followed us. Smile, she whispered once. I am, I said. Just not for them. She laughed softly. That's why I trust you. Marcus called after the first fundraiser. You look steady, he said. I feel steady. Lily doesn't, he added carefully. I stayed silent. Debt collectors, Marcus continued. Ryan vanished. I'm not surprised, I said. You okay hearing that? Yes, I replied. I don't feel anything. That's closure, he said. Not cruelty. After the call, I found Victoria on the terrace. Bad news, she asked. Old ghosts, I said. They're fading, she replied. We stood side by side, city lights below. I didn't expect peace, I said. I expected revenge. And, she asked. I don't need it. She turned toward me. That's strength. Days passed with purpose. Meetings. Projects. Faces that needed help more than pity. You listen before you speak, a volunteer told me. I learned the cost of noise, I replied. One night, after a long event, Victoria poured 2 glasses of water. You've changed, she said. I stopped proving things, I answered. She hesitated. Can I say something honest? Always. I married you to heal, she said again. But that changed. I watched her carefully. How? I don't feel guarded with you, she said. I feel chosen. I chose you, I said simply. Not out of need, she said. Out of respect. That's how it should be. She breathed in slowly. I love you. The words landed without weight, without fear. I know, I said. And I love you too. She smiled, not surprised. You didn't save me, she said. You stood with me. I don't rescue, I said. I stay. She touched my hand. That's why this is real. That night, my phone buzzed again. Unknown number. I didn't answer. Victoria noticed. You don't check anymore. I don't need to, I said. Do you forgive her? She asked gently. I forgive myself, I replied. That's enough. She leaned her head against my shoulder. I don't feel replaced, she said. I feel chosen. So do I. The world outside kept talking. Headlines rose and fell. Lily's name appeared once, then vanished. Ryan's never returned. I didn't celebrate. I didn't mourn. I let go. One morning, Victoria asked, Are you afraid of loving again? I thought carefully. No. I'm afraid of losing myself. You won't, she said. Not with me. I know. I looked at my reflection later that day. No uniform. No armor. Just a man who survived betrayal without becoming bitter. I didn't win by replacing Lily. I won by outgrowing her. And for the first time, I chose love without fear. I signed the final document and slid it back to Victoria. You're officially part of the foundation now, she said. I don't need a title, I replied. You already earned respect, she said. This just makes it public. I nodded. I want my work to mean something. It will, she said. You lead quietly. People follow that. Rumors started the same week. They're saying we planned this, I told her. Victoria smiled faintly. They always say that. Does it bother you? No, she replied. Truth doesn't need defense. At events, cameras followed us. Smile, she whispered once. I am, I said. Just not for them. She laughed softly. That's why I trust you. Marcus called after the first fundraiser. You look steady, he said. I feel steady. Lily doesn't, he added carefully. I stayed silent. Debt collectors, Marcus continued. Ryan vanished. I'm not surprised, I said. You okay hearing that? Yes, I replied. I don't feel anything. That's closure, he said. Not cruelty. After the call, I found Victoria on the terrace. Bad news, she asked. Old ghosts, I said. They're fading, she replied. We stood side by side, city lights below. I didn't expect peace, I said. I expected revenge. And, she asked. I don't need it. She turned toward me. That's strength. Days passed with purpose. Meetings. Projects. Faces that needed help more than pity. You listen before you speak, a volunteer told me. I learned the cost of noise, I replied. One night, after a long event, Victoria poured 2 glasses of water. You've changed, she said. I stopped proving things, I answered. She hesitated. Can I say something honest? Always. I married you to heal, she said again. But that changed. I watched her carefully. How? I don't feel guarded with you, she said. I feel chosen. I chose you, I said simply. Not out of need, she said. Out of respect. That's how it should be. She breathed in slowly. I love you. The words landed without weight, without fear. I know, I said. And I love you too. She smiled, not surprised. You didn't save me, she said. You stood with me. I don't rescue, I said. I stay. She touched my hand. That's why this is real. That night, my phone buzzed again. Unknown number. I didn't answer. Victoria noticed. You don't check anymore. I don't need to, I said. Do you forgive her? She asked gently. I forgive myself, I replied. That's enough. She leaned her head against my shoulder. I don't feel replaced, she said. I feel chosen. So do I. The world outside kept talking. Headlines rose and fell. Lily's name appeared once, then vanished. Ryan's never returned. I didn't celebrate. I didn't mourn. I let go. One morning, Victoria asked, Are you afraid of loving again? I thought carefully. No. I'm afraid of losing myself. You won't, she said. Not with me. I know. I looked at my reflection later that day. No uniform. No armor. Just a man who survived betrayal without becoming bitter. I didn't win by replacing Lily. I won by outgrowing her. And for the first time, I chose love without fear.